Okay guys, so once you're logged in, the My Profile section can be found very easily using your navigation buttons on your dashboard. You have a My Profile button here, the green button. So if I just click on this will take me through to My Profile section, which houses my personal information. Now it is worth noting that the only information that your customers will actually see of yours will be your name and your mobile telephone number. They won't see anything such as your address or anything like that, so don't worry about having that details on here. Now, as you'll see, it's broken down in sections. Very top section is your personal details, which houses things like your name, your telephone number, email address, date of birth. Just underneath that, you have your address details. So this is the address where you're currently living. Below that, you have your vehicle details, which is your current vehicle that you have. And underneath that, you currently have your working hours. Okay, so that's how you update your working hours on your calendar. And right at the bottom here, you have change password button, just in case you ever want to change your password to make it a little bit more secure for yourself. So let's go through each of these sections individually. Now, the personal details section, you do have an option here saying edit personal details. So if you think anything is ever incorrect, so as you can see, my home telephone number is actually my mobile number. So if I want to go in here and change it, I would just click on edit personal details and it'll kick us through to the edit screen. As you can see on the edit screen, I can edit everything. My title, I can also add my names, my telephone number, my date of birth, and my contact preference. So at the moment, I just want to edit my home telephone number. So I'm just going to randomly change that to a random number. And then all you need to do is click on update profile. So when I click on update, it will give me a message saying you've successfully updated your personal details. So if I want to see the update, all I do is click back on profile here on the right hand side, the green button again. That takes me back through to my profile section. And you can see now my telephone number is updated straight away. Now, one thing to note here, contact preference. For every instructor is currently set as email and text. Now, this is how you get notified of any lessons that are booked on your diary, any cancelled lessons, any changed lessons. You will receive an email and a text message for each one. Now, it does give you the option to change this just to email only or text only. Our suggestion is to leave it as email and text. Now, there's one simple reason for this. If for any reason our text message service ever stops working, you'll still receive an email. If the email service ever stops working, you'll still receive a text. So it's best leaving it as both, just for that precautionary measure. Just underneath this, you have address details. Again, to edit the address details, it's just as easy. You would click on edit address details just under the section, and it'll take you through to the option to change your address. So if I noticed that my postcode was wrong, I could change my postcode to something different, and I would click on update. Again, I'll get the message saying I've successfully updated my address details. And then if I just go to the right hand side and click on my profile again, you'll see that the update has taken effect straight away, as you can see there. Underneath this, card details. Now, card details are very important to keep updated. The reason for keeping these updated, the reason why it's so important, is we do constantly have customers asking for certain types of cars. You could have a customer phoning up saying they want a manual car, they want a diesel car, they specifically want a Ford Focus, or they want a Citroen DS3. So if I was to change my car, and let's just say I bought a new Renault Clio, if I didn't change this on the system and I still had my car down as a Ford Focus, if a customer specifically requested a Ford Focus and I turned up in a Clio, because I hadn't updated my details, that would, unfortunately, I wouldn't get paid for that lesson because I haven't updated my details and we've sent the wrong car to the customer. Now, it is very, very quick and easy to actually update these details. Again, you just click on edit vehicle details and it'll take you through to the edit page. Okay, so here we are here, and you would just change the details. So I actually might have changed my car to a Fiesta. Okay, so I'll make sure I update my license plates. And it may be a different color. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on update. And just like the other two sections, you will get your message saying that it's successfully updated your vehicle details, as you can see here. Now again, I'll just click on the My Profile section. That will kick me back to my profile. And like the other two sections, the update's taking effect with immediate effect. There it is there. So it's quick and easy to change any details on here. It's really, really straightforward. Now, one of the ones that you might find that you'll be changing quite regularly is your working hours. The best part about this job is it's flexible. You get to pick when you work and where you work. So you can see here that I have my working hours set out. Okay, so currently I work on Monday to Friday. I'm not actually on Saturday, but I also work an 8 till 5 on a Sunday. To edit working hours, again, you just click on edit working hours at the bottom of the section. It'll take me through to an edit page. And then I have drop down lists on my start time and my finish time, so I can easily change it. Now, one thing to mention when changing working hours is when you change working hours on your account, it doesn't actually affect any lessons that are already booked in on your diary. So if I just go to my calendar very quickly, so this is my calendar, and you can see on Sunday the 25th, I currently have a lesson booked in for Bob, and that's booked in from 8 until 10. Now, if I go back into my working hours, and I decide on a Sunday, I now don't want to actually work in the morning, I only want to work from 3 until 5 in the afternoon. So I just go down to Sunday, and I change my start time to 3 p.m. And if I update that, so I get a message saying I've successfully updated my working hours. However, if I go back into my calendar, you'll see that Bob's lesson is actually still in there. Now, the reason the lesson is still in there is because when you make adjustments to your working hours, it doesn't actually automatically cancel or remove any booked lessons that you already have in there. So before you make any adjustments to your working hours, the best thing to do would go through your diary firstly to ensure that there's no lessons booked in that are going to conflict with these changes. If there is any lessons booked in there, my suggestion would be to contact your customers and arrange to have that lesson changed if you're unable to do it. All you need to do is reschedule a lesson, cancel the lesson out. As long as you're speaking to your customer and liaising with them, you shouldn't have any problems. But if I scroll through to the following week, you can see I also have another reserved lesson in for the following Sunday. So it hasn't made any changes on that week either because there's already been a conflict in there. So if I scroll through, and you can see now on Sunday the 29th of September, you can see now my working hours have updated because there was no conflict prior to that day. So it is very, very important to check your diary when changing your working hours, just to ensure that there's going to be no disgruntled customers if you don't turn up for lessons that you feel that you're not going to be working for, but the lesson's already booked in, so the customers will still expect it. Now, one final thing to mention in the My Profile section is the change password option. Now, the change password option, really easy to use. If you feel you want to change your password to make the site more secure, you click on change password, and it'll ask you to put in your new password and also to confirm it. It'll tell you whether it's a strong password, weak password, and then once you put your new password in, you just click on update. And from that point forward, every time you log into the site, you would just use the new password. So that's everything for the My Profile section at the moment. Okay, we will go into more detail into the calendar in future videos as well. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.